This is my stainless steel kitchen sink that is undermounted to a quartz countertop. Recently, it has separated from the countertop, as seen here. I found that this sink wasn't installed correctly and is missing some mounting clips. Here are the locations underneath the countertop where the mounting clips should be placed. Begin by cleaning out from under the sink to create a good workspace. Then lay down a protective barrier on the floor of the cabinet base. I also recommend removing the upper panels as well. This creates not only more space to work, but brings in more light. Most of these can be removed by releasing the locking tabs within. Now I can take a closer look at the mounting issues. I first did a quick assessment looking up underneath the sink. You will definitely need a good flashlight when doing this. I immediately found the issues. The front left corner has a keyhole slot, but there's no clip in place. Along the front of the sink, there's a board that's been scabbed into place. The sink is loosely resting on this board. At the right front corner of the sink, there's a keyhole slot without a mounting clip as well. As I continue to the back right of the sink, I discover proper mounting clips secured in place. These are also in the proper locations. I also discover clips placed in the back left of the sink. These are in the proper locations as well. I've determined that the separation issue can be resolved by placing proper clips on the front corners. Begin by purchasing the proper mounting clips. I bought Undermount Sink Clips that were designed for quartz, solid surface, and granite. These were purchased at Menards and were made by Midwest Manufacturing. I will be following the instructions that came on the package. Here's a close look at the contents. There are 8 individual bags holding each clip assembly. One mounting clip assembly consists of a bracket, a wing nut, and an anchoring post. Here's a quick look on how these will eventually be assembled. You will also need to purchase a 2-part epoxy. The recommended epoxy is Loctite Quickset Multi-Purpose Epoxy. You will also need denatured alcohol and a rag for cleaning the surface. I also recommend obtaining a pair of long-nose pliers or hemostats like these. This will make holding the anchoring post a lot easier in the tight spaces. Begin by assembling the mounting clip together and checking for fit where it will be set. Once the location has been determined, clean the surface with denatured alcohol in this manner. Then take the anchoring post and place it in the predetermined position and trace around it with a pencil. This will mark the area that will soon receive the epoxy. Next, unpackage the epoxy. Use the plastic packaging for the mixing bin, a nail as a mixing tool, and a flat, formable stick as an applicator. Follow the instructions on the package for mixing. It is very important to mix the 2-part epoxy together very well. Once mixed, take the applicator and apply a liberal amount of epoxy to the location of the anchoring post. Be sure to create a thick enough layer that will fully encase the base of the anchoring post. Also, be prepared for drips. Next, take the anchoring post in this manner and quickly press it into the fresh epoxy. Then use the applicator for smoothing and encasing the anchor base. Be very careful not to get any on the threaded post. Next, press and hold the anchor in position for 20 minutes, or until the epoxy sets up. At this point, I like to let the epoxy cure overnight. Once cured, install the brackets. Just before installing the brackets, if possible, apply caulking between the sink and the countertop. Install the bracket onto the post in this manner. Once the bracket's in good position, temporarily secure it with tape. Next, thread on the wing nut and hand tighten until it is well secured. Then remove the tape and inspect for flaws. Once satisfied with the final position, repeat this process on the other corner. And finally, return the cabinet to its original form, and the sink is now ready to use.